We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard in Melve. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? Follow me, Master, a few words. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
What good will come of this?
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light. Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Always sets me to think. It's been a hard day. I'd gladly while away an hour.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
We'd best report back.
Is there aught I can do for you? I would gladly offer you any aid I can.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I've not left aught undone.
Now it is a welcome sight.
Another day. I feel my age every time.
How should I get up to such worn-out gear?
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
What's
Dullards, a lot of them.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
It's this way.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
It's no great shock to me.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to.
I've the presence to command any state.
Where are you going?
Barely live their swords.
Life. Can't get by on nothing alone.
It is well tiring being so alert all day long.
There! The griffin!
Ice is not a threat to it. We may have to rethink our strategy.
Witness my magic!
Focus your strength, Arisen.
Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Wonder what's going on in town. Might go and see.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Now is a welcome sight.
Must finding these be so difficult? No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I'd not expected things to be easy. This is looking rather hopeless.
What I wouldn't give to lie in that field of stars.
Right you are.
Tis our first time here. Be vigilant. We do not yet know what to expect. Goblin! Master!
I'm going to enjoy this.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
You should be.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
When I get my hands on you, you're in for a break.
Let me get that.
My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
Be on your guard, lest we meet a similar fate.
We ought to proceed with caution. pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
It seems they bear us ill will.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
I'm going to Go on, run. I ain't going to chase.
Come on! Don't drag this
I'll go. And open the chest. A good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
We ought to thank the Arisen for preparing such fine ingredients.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy. Cyclops husband, fine reward for a battle well fought. Let's see if we can't break one off intact.
And what good will that do us if we don't survive? You must needs focus.
Leave it to me. Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'll save you!
Glad to see you have the matter in hand. Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I've a thought to share myself. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
I've got you. Use this chance to recover.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Feast your eyes on this! Watch for the hobgoblin!
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty. You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance. Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblins!
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Let's see. What can we do without? I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Here we go again.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot. Of course.
We've found a hidden path. This sort of discovery really lifts the spirits.
Do you mean to proceed? My, you're a bold one.
Well done, Arisen. Most impressive, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Would anyone care to push?
Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. You have my protection. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. As you wish. I shall return directly.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Speaking of which, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Watch for the hobgoblin!
Fire's fury shan't be arrayed against this foe.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's all to be found while we're here?
I cannot fall to Paris.
I can do no less than service to the risen.
Well said.
You must wait.
One can see far to the distance from here.
'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
I quite agree.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. There we are. That ought to keep me light on my feet.
I've a thought to share myself. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
Here, asking for it.
These could seem our foe is unbalanced.
There is no better time to strike.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible. You wish me to return? At once, Master.
troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
I quite agree.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
Have I eaten supper? Is there no way I might give them the slip? To doubt my words is folly, for everyone I speak is true.
'Twas a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Fine, there's a hen!
Oh, my eye.
Can anyone hear me? We need help! I don't want to fall here!
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? Unsarn it!
You have my protection.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We are under attack!
I am saved!
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Tis done.
Splendid.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
I will protect you. 'Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Other means of getting over there arisen? Shall I assist?
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Where are the Saurians? Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
An astounding discovery. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant. I'll go and open the chest.
As planned.
There's aught familiar about this place. Have we been here before?
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go. A tad too high, methinks. Leave this to me, Master. I'll see us through. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
Oh, I'm in fine fettle. I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Oh dear. What am I to do? Not sure what they expect. I'm no.
Suppose I ought to hear the
All three.
Well met, sir. Aye, this here deal looks to be well. Peruse at your leisure.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
Well, I'll be. Is that one of my wares I spy on you? Good on you, sir. I expect these goblins are feeling mighty sore right now. Have you been to see Klaus yet? You'll be able to have him change your vocation. I appreciate you stopping by, but a lone weapon won't save my business. 'Tis yours. Take it to Klaus with my blessing. Go on, off with you. Well, I'll be. Good on you, sir. I appreciate you stopping. Go on, off with you.
What brings you here?
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all then? Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick. He runs the local. May fortune smile upon you, sir. Always a pleasure. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a greatsword.
Fancy a look at my wares?
This really is fine craftsmanship.
The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the western road. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least. The Goblin's lair. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind.
Need anything?
My head hurts just thinking about it.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
I've wares of every ilk.
There's no easy thing.
Bland. What can I throw in?
I'm sure I can handle this.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. We've got goblins!
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Wish me to return? At once, master. Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map. We'll not find anything if we don't start looking. I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
That was superb, Arisen.
Why, 'tis a treasure in the truest sense.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst. Tis a narrow crossing, but no matter. We need only put one foot in front of the other.
Proceed with caution, keeping an eye on either side.
Right you are.
An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Some call it cultured, I call it
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Shall we get some rest then?
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Outstanding.
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
This might contain useful information.
Let's have a look then.
Welcome.
Well met, sir.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Gotta say, Gloucestershire could have to shake things up.
Look as long as you please.
I'm barely scraping by. Goodness, I must have lost track of time.
Well met, sir.
I'm the crown
Fancy a gander?
jewel.
Fine wares all.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
The rules at your neck.
What else needs doing?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
We have achieved our objective.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Disa's scheme and securing your enthronement. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided, and so, In honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Over here, if you please.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deezer demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Follow me, if you would.
There is much we ought to tend to. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Have you come to be curious of other vocations? While 'tis admirable to devote yourself to a single pursuit, there can be no harm in trying something new, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation, heretofore unseen opportunities of exciting potential. Always a pleasure.
Would you mind? I'm coming over here.
yourself worry over much.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize where ought we to go now.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs. Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited. Wait,
Not bad.
Well done!
are we ignoring the enemy today? We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labor. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Lost your nerve, have you?
surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Truly?
No reason to scratch with a woman in sight. If we're to strike, now is our best chance. You must make haste. Blood.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I've gained a hold on the beast!
Well said. You have my protection.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives,
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? This is generally used as a material.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
We've a choice of where to go, but how to know the path best travel?
Fretting will get us nowhere. Let us pick a path and see where it takes us. I shan't let them find me.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Fascinating.
Nicely done. I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Splendid. Look there. I espy another statue.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
Seems we've enemies in our midst!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Give no quarter.
You will pay for that.
This is where my life went out.
Feast your eyes on this! As you wish. I shall return directly. These opportunities are few and far between. Speak up if you've aught to say.
These moments are precious, to be sure. Most...
There's nothing like a warm meal to lift one's spirits.
Indeed. Here's hoping this remains our usual fare.
Come to think of it, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials. Where to next, Arisen? We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Now then, which way?
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
Jump at the choppers!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
This brute has quite the temper!
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Understood.
Let me get that. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure. You'd best go out. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
Aught you need of me?
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day. So you say, but you wagered against our visitor, did you not?
The stairs that follow our every move mark this as no ordinary village.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
What brings you here?
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for. After all, we can't afford to cut corners.
I'll sleep soundly tonight.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
Oh, how lovely. I'll have to remember this place.
This is the inn. We've room to spare if you're looking to spend the night. Of course.
Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again. A fine place to collect my thoughts.
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned. How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmaster. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
I'm not interested.
Can't say I've any tidings to share. Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care, then.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you, Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
Do to someone else what I just did to you? What could she have meant by that?
I'll sleep soundly tonight. Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares?
What brings you here? If you're curious, why not ask my lord yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop yon hill.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. Where ought we to go now?
What do you want?
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear it will remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
An appropriate choice arisen. Oh,
Aught you need of me?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Arthur. At least, no one by that name lives here. As you like, sir.